Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing a really special beer tonight to celebrate 1 million views on YouTube. I know 𝗕𝒡 gets that in like 5 minutes. This is my all-time favorite beers, maybe top 5, maybe number 1. So from Founders Brewing, CBS, Imperial Stout, brewed with chocolate and coffee, aged in maple syrup / bourbon barrels, 11.7 ABV. This is the 2017 release that was still in my beer museum down the street. So we get into the Spiegel Stout glass, and that is one of the blackest beers I've seen. That is straight up black coming out of the bottle. Still, after 6 years on the bottle, pours to a giant brown foamy head. Like, it's still hanging in there after all this time. Let's give it a whiff. Wow, huge vanilla on this one. All I smell is like vanilla, black licorice, almost like a black currant. That chocolate and coffee is still in there. There's definitely a sweetness in there. I'm not picking out maple syrup exactly, but I think like it just smells quite sweet. So I mean, big vanilla, woodiness from the barrel. No alcohol presence at all. Like, it is super smooth. I'm really not getting coffee. I'm getting chocolate, and I'm not really getting maple syrup. So at least on the aroma, those two elements have kind of faded. But let's see if they're in the palate. Cheers. Yeah, lots going on here. Very, very, very sweet after all these years in the bottle. When it's fresh, I remember it being quite hoppy. Not that it's like completely lacking in hops now, but it is still just a malt forward beer to say the least. You know, dark malts, kind of like what I said in the aroma, just straight up front is vanilla, a vanilla woody character, like a chocolate kind of candy flavor, milk chocolate. There's so much going on here. Yeah, I would describe this as more like the confectionery flavors. A lot of Imperial Stouts you get like, you know, like just those super dark malts and chocolate and coffee. This one is more chocolate, vanilla, kind of a maple syrup in the aftertaste, I will say. Definitely has like, I feel like I just took like a bite of pancakes, you know, at Denny's or something. And also like with chocolate and like the actual bourbon character. I mean, the bourbon and the wood will produce a kind of vanilla kind of flavor, and it complements the chocolate that they use in the beer really, really well. Yeah, I mean, it smelled a little fruity, like kind of like black currants and you know, red grape and all that, but it does not taste. I would not describe this taste as fruity at all. Like I said, very confectionery, vanilla, chocolate. Still not getting the coffee, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not surprising. I mean, this is a 6-year-old bottle, 2017. Yeah, it is really sweet. It's like I wouldn't say it's to the point of being cloying, but it's getting there. I'm not really picking like hops. You know, I'm not getting citrus or pine or anything like that. I mean, it's like kind of like a background note of just kind of like a maybe slightly earthy, peppery kind of hop, but like it's quite low. That 11.7 ABV, super smooth, I will say. There is like still a little bit of a gentle warmth in the throat, but it is not fusel like this beer was when it was fresh off the bottling line. Mouthfeel is not surprisingly full-bodied. Yeah, very smooth, creamy texture, almost as if it was on nitro. Carbonation is, you know, it's a little low. Probably put it like moderately low, but I mean, that's pretty normal. You have a big, huge body tend to have lower carbonation. Yeah, this is really delicious. Yeah, so I am a little disappointed that the maple syrup flavor, it's there, but it's mostly like in the aftertaste. It's like way in the background, and the coffee is pretty much gone. I mean, if Darwin was here, he could probably pick it up. I think he has a super sense of taste, but yeah, to me, it's pretty much gone, and I'm not really getting like roasted malt or that kind of bitterness to it. To me, it's just at this point, it's all bourbon, vanilla, maple syrup, and chocolate. So I mean, if you like sweet beers, you're gonna like this one. So as far as the rating for Founders CBS 2017 vintage, obviously, I mean, I love it. I can't give it a perfect 5.0 because the coffee has faded so much. I think I'm going to go 4.75, which is really rare. Usually I do a 4.5 or 5.0. But, I just kind of give it a demerit just for, like the lack of coffee and the fact that it's starting to get a little cloying. But, otherwise, delicious, super smooth, has aged really well. No oxidation in here, by the way. No cardboard, no sherry. Not that I could pick out. But, yeah, it was worth the $25 plus tax. So, if you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and cheers to 1 million views. Let's see when I get 2 million views. Thanks.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.